Hello, thanks for joining me for another beer review then. Today we've got another beer from the very, I'd say underrated and very kind of like cool Top Rope. And this is their Papa Mango. It's a New England Pale Ale then, and it's coming in at 5.1% ABV and what is it? 32 IBUs. We've got an IBU count on this, which is really cool. This is best before December of 2020. This beer was kindly sent to me down from the Liverpool area from my very good friend Adam. He's a very generous, very lovely guy. He's been onto the scene probably the last 6 to 8 months. But he's been a breath of fresh air, really nice guy, sending various beer reviewers beer mails and stuff. So yeah, I finally got round to actually reviewing this. I have taken a bit of a break from beer, not that you would recognise it during lockdown and stuff, and then after posting loads of reviews. But yeah, check out the artwork on this thing, beautiful isn't it? Really cool. So yeah, a mango pale ale from Top Rope. Top Rope are very kind of like I don't know if there's I mean it's more of a wrestling theme named beers. Like I've had a couple Canadian Destroyer from these guys, which is a stout, a maple stout I believe, and then I've had the what's it called? Cold Stone Cream Austin. So both beers that my good friend Adam has sent me down. So yeah. Anyway, let's get into this and see what it says about this beer. It's a juicy hazy mango pale ale. Papa Mango is dry hopped with Citra hops, and then a combination of 60 kilos of Alfonso mango puree, thick juicy mango overload with a soft hoppy finish, or as Neil describes it, like a grown up Solero. So yeah, that makes sense. As I said, best before December of 2020 on this one then. These guys are out of Sandycroft, Flintshire, which is it just about North Wales? Yeah, Flintshire, just about, but they're very close to on the border, within like a mile or two. It's literally very close. There's not much else to go in here. Ingredients are then malted barley, oats, mango puree, hops and yeast. So we know the hops, we've just gone through all that. So let's crack this beer open then. This is still their newest beer on the Untapped. I think it's the newest beer on their Untapped. They're probably not. There's probably other beers since. It's been on tap since, and I'll get to that in a sec. It's been on tap since, according to this, the 19th of July. Oh yeah, 19th of July 2017. So it's not a new beer. So forget what I just said. But this is probably a new branding and stuff. I don't know. There's not much carbonation or... Look at that, straight down the middle. Nothing at all. 5.1% this beer. So, okay. Carbonation seems quite low on this one. Beer in the glass then. No head. It's just gone. But yeah, mango. I mean, look at that. It's proper, slightly deeper shade of orange. Little bit of a fizz on that, but it seems very low in carbonation for the ABV for sure. That's all I can say on it at the moment. It could be absolutely amazing, and in the taste, but general appearance, a little bit surprised with the carbonation. But anyway, let's get an aroma and see what this thing tastes like. Tastes like? Get the aroma. Yeah, It's definitely mango puree for sure. It comes across as like a puree rather than proper mango, full mango pulp. A little bit synthetic almost. It smells nice though. I mean, it's not, you know, it's just the way it comes across. Not much else coming through, to be honest. Slightly sweetness. I mean, it's starting to smell a bit stronger. Interesting beer. So, just the carbonation, it looks flat. Just going to be honest with you, the way it looks, there's no noise. The way it poured, carbonation potential. Taste it. Cheers, Adam, mate. I really appreciate it, mate. You're a cracking guy. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's the puree that has potentially affected the carbonation. There is carbonation there. There's a little fizz on the tongue. More than I was expecting. But in terms of the mango is there, but it's very kind of delayed with when you taste it. You know, it's more the middle third going towards the back third of the palate, of the taste. It just starts off, I'm here, and then it draws off again. It's kind of one of them. I'm getting some kind of apple core notes to the beer as well. Just needs, for me, it needs a little bit more carbonation, which I was a little bit concerned of when I poured it, and it's starting to bear out a little bit on the taste. It's just a little bit flat. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just you just want that just little bit of liveliness just to interact with the actual the flavour that you're getting, if you like. It's an okay beer. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that carbonation and the whole oomph that you want to just push that flavour forward. It's not quite there. I mean, it's saying it's dry hopped with Citra. There is a citrusiness there that goes with the obvious mango. I mean, the mango is like, I think the mango puree is probably overshadowing the Citra hops potentially in it. For me, anyway, it's just my take on it. From this can, of course. It's pleasant beer. It's a beer that is definitely suited for the summertime, for sure. And it's really great to try another beer from these guys. There's a few beer I might actually do an order from them at some point in the future. Get like 4 or 5 or 6 beers from them, and just, you know, I think that's what I'm going to do in the future. Once things calm down with the way the country and the world is, because I still want to support my local kind of businesses, and whether it be bars or breweries and stuff. Once all that's, you know, once that time's calmed down, that I've got probably a dozen or so breweries that I think, oh, I'm going to buy a few beers from them. But unfortunately, it's money, isn't it? You know. But I'd rather, at the moment, keep it local. But these guys are definitely on that list for future purchases, and I hope they pull through all this, like all the breweries out there, whether I've had them before or not, you know, and bars for that, you know. but everyone's only got so much disposable cash and all that sort of thing, and it, you know, I do feel guilty, but then it's the way it is, isn't it? So so mango puree, thick. Is it thick? What's the body like? I haven't even gone to that. I mean, I had a beer earlier and it was just like gloopy as. This is all right. This is more of a lower end of a medium body. It's not. I'd say what thick for me is the upper end of a medium, low end of a full thick body. For me, it's not that. This is definitely more of a lower medium end on the body scale of the beer. What else we got here? It's definitely it goes into a soft finish to the beer, but it's not. I mean, I've had another mango beer from the supermarket probably last year actually, and it was more of a gloopier beer, very sweet mango than this one. But then that could be a carbonation thing rather than anything else. This for me is definitely lacking a little bit of carbonation. Just being honest. And that's it really. There's not much else to say about it. So I don't know, rating wise, difficult one, because it's a tasty beer, but it just lacks that carbonation for me. So with all things considered, the Top Rope Papa Mango Mango Pale Ale, it's still steady. I'm still going to give it a 7 out of 10. So it's 3.5 on the Untapped scale. So this beer, so this was added, yeah, I'd say 3 years ago, just over 3 years ago. I thought it was a new beer, but obviously not. It said, let me just get the old beer page up. It wants to load. My computer's so fast, it's just uncomparable with any modern day laptop. So it's had 1,622 total check-ins then on Untapped. 1,000. Sorry, before I get to that. This month, the last 30 days, 82. So it's a fair few. 1,244 total ratings then of this beer. And it's coming in at 3.72. So that is almost a 7.5 out of 10, which is pretty cool. For me, it probably would have got around about 7.5 out of 10 with a little bit more carbonation. But for me, for this can at least, yeah, I'm going to put it in the 7 out of 10, which is still a fair one. A steady beer. As I said, perhaps it was just this can. The carbonation wasn't quite there, just to help the beer along, if you like. But yeah, I really appreciate Adam for sending me this beer and all the beers he sent me over the last 6 months. His second beer mail box. I've still actually got one from the original box back in January, which is a wheat beer, which will be coming up soon. I need to post it and drink it and post it, of course. So I really do appreciate it, Adam. You're a top man, and it's. I will be posting some stuff to you from my local breweries for sure. When I get my arse into gear and all that sort of stuff, but I will be sorting that out because you definitely deserve it. Anyway, thanks for watching then. I might set up a little playlist for these. So this is now, I think, the 4th beer that is it the 4th beer I've had from these guys? So Top Rope, pretty nice stuff they do actually. Their Canadian Destroyer was pretty damn cool. So this is a Top Rope Papa Mango Pale Ale. Let me know if you've had it before down below. Thanks again to Adam for sending me the beer, and I'll see you on the next review. Thank you for watching. Cheers.